Boxing fans, get ready because the drama at light heavyweight just hit a boiling point. David Benavidez is knocking on the door for a WBC title shot, but Dmitry Bivol seems hesitant to answer. Instead of facing the Mexican monster head-on, Bivol is prioritizing his trilogy fight with Artur Beterbiev, a move that has many questioning whether he's avoiding the real challenge. Promoter Samson Lukovic isn't holding back either. He's demanding that Bivol either fight Benavidez or vacate the belt immediately. With the April 8th deadline approaching, will Bivol step up and prove he's the best, or will he take the safe route and let Benavidez claim the title without a fight? If Bivol was confident in his skills, wouldn't he take the fight and shut down the critics? Instead, it looks like he's playing it safe, knowing that Benavidez is younger, hungrier, and a stylistic nightmare for him. Unlike Beterbiev, who relies on raw power, Benavidez brings relentless pressure, speed, and a killer instinct that could expose Bivol's defensive style. If this fight doesn't happen, is it because Bivol is protecting his perfect record? Fans deserve to see the best fight the best, and if Bivol won't step up, then maybe it's time to hand over that WBC belt to someone who actually wants to defend it. David Benavidez is preparing for a massive title fight in September, and the likely opponent could be Callum Smith if current WBC light heavyweight champion Dmitry Bivol is forced to vacate his belt. Promoter Samson Lukovic has made it clear that Bivol must either defend his title against Benavidez or relinquish it. The WBC has already ordered Bivol and Benavidez to start negotiations, and they have until April 8th to finalize a deal before the fight goes to a purse bid. However, Lukovic doesn't believe this fight will happen because Bivol is focusing on a third fight with Artur Beterbiev instead. If Bivol refuses to fight Benavidez, then the WBC title could become vacant, allowing Benavidez to fight for it against another opponent. Fans have been eager to see Benavidez step up to the light heavyweight division, and this could be the moment that solidifies his status as a two-division champion. Lukovic has accused Bivol of dodging Benavidez because he knows the risks involved. If Bivol were to face the Mexican monster and suffer a loss, he would walk into the trilogy fight with Beterbiev without a belt, which would significantly lower the stakes and interest in that matchup. Bivol is known for his technical style, using movement and defense to outpoint his opponents, but Lukovic believes this strategy will not work against a fighter like Benavidez. While Bivol was able to outmaneuver Beterbiev, who is aging and relies on brute strength, Benavidez is a completely different challenge. He is younger, faster, and applies relentless pressure, making it extremely difficult for an opponent to control the pace of the fight. If Bivol truly believed he could beat Benavidez, there would be no reason for him to avoid this fight, especially since it would generate a lot of global interest. Lukovic is now insisting that Bivol either fight Benavidez as mandated or vacate the WBC title immediately. He believes it is unfair for Bivol to hold on to the belt while avoiding his mandatory obligations. If Bivol refuses, Benavidez will still get his title shot, but it will be against a different opponent, likely Callum Smith. This would still be a significant fight for Benavidez as he looks to establish himself at light heavyweight, but it would not carry the same weight as a showdown with Bivol. Many fans have been calling for Benavidez to step up in competition, and this title opportunity could be the perfect way for him to silence his critics. However, fighting for a vacant belt is not the same as defeating the reigning champion, and that is why Lukovic is pushing for Bivol to make a decision sooner rather than later. This situation places Bivol in a difficult position. If he chooses to fight Benavidez, he risks losing his title and potentially ruining his plans for a trilogy bout with Beterbiev. However, if he vacates the title, it could damage his reputation as a champion who is willing to face the best competition. Some believe that Bivol is stalling because he knows that Benavidez is a stylistic nightmare for him. Unlike Beterbiev, who relies primarily on his power and aggressive approach, Benavidez brings a mix of speed, relentless offense, and the ability to cut off the ring, qualities that could neutralize Bivol's usual hit-and-move strategy. Bivol's strengths have always been his technical skills and ability to control the distance, but against someone like Benavidez, who applies constant pressure, that game plan might not be enough. As the April 8th deadline approaches, the boxing world is watching closely to see how this situation unfolds. Will Bivol accept the challenge and put his WBC title on the line against Benavidez, proving that